Video is the reason people pay for Odoo Enterprise. It lets you add fields, forms, buttons, and automations without writing code. In this video, we cover the most fundamental thing Studio does, field types. Get this right and 80% of common customizations become trivial. Get it wrong and you end up rebuilding a lot. Open Northwind Consulting from video 1. Look at the top right of the toolbar. You see that paint palette icon. Click it. The studio panel slides in on the left side of your screen. You are now in edit mode for this form. The panel has a section called New Fields, and it is a drag and drop palette of 21 field types in V19. Let me walk you through the ones you will actually use. Using Odoo's UI names rather than the technical names underneath, text is a single line string, multi-line text is a paragraph, HTML is a rich text editor, integer, decimal, and monetary are numbers. Monetary is tied to a currency field for automatic conversion display. Checkbox is a Boolean, a true or false toggle. Date and date time are self-explanatory. File and image are both binary storage, one for attachments, one for pictures with a preview. Now the interesting ones. Selection is a drop-down with a fixed set of options that you define in Studio. Client, prospect, partner, target, for example. The values are hard-coded into the field definition. Contrast that with many to one, which is a drop-down of records from another model. If your list of options is going to change over time, or you want the same list shared across 3 apps, you want many to one pointing at a small custom model, not a selection. We build that custom model in the next video. One to many and many to many are relationship fields. One to many means one parent points to many children. Many to many is a bi-directional link. Think tags. Related field lets you pull a value from a linked record, like showing the country name of a contact. It is read-only by default because Odoo keeps it in sync automatically. And new in V19, AI field, that is a studio's answer to computed fields without code. You check a box, write a natural language prompt, and Odoo runs it through an LLM against a snapshot of the record. Powerful, and we will see its limits in a minute. Let me demonstrate. I drag a selection onto the form, label it contact nature, add 4 options, client, prospect, partner, target, save, then a many to one labeled sector targeting product category as a placeholder. We replace that with a real sector model in the next video. Then a related field labeled contact country related to country_ID.name. Notice it becomes read-only automatically. Finally, I drag a text field, label it full contact line, and check the AI box. The prompt asks it to combine the contact name and email as name-email or no email. If the email is blank, while I am in Studio, 2 more attributes matter. I click Contact Nature and flip the required toggle on. Now the field renders in red if a viewer leaves it blank and blocks the save. Then I click Sector, click the conditional link next to Invisible, and set the condition to Contact Nature is not equal to client, save, close Studio. Back on Northwind, I change contact nature to partner, watch sector disappear. I switch to Barry Allen. Contact nature is empty and the label is red because it is required. I set it to client and sector reappears with its placeholder value. Contact country autofills from the address. The conditional visibility and the required toggle both work exactly as we set them up. Now the AI field, when I click the full contact line, I get an error. That was a bit over my head. The record snapshot does not include the contact name or email. That is the honest V19 gotcha. AI field sends a filtered snapshot to the model, and there is no UI to pick which fields go into that snapshot. When the prompt references fields, the snapshot excluded, it fails. So for anything predictable, use default value with a small expression instead. I reopen Studio, uncheck AI on full contact line, and drop this into the default value box. Name or empty string, plus space dash space plus email or no email. That only fires when a record is first created, not on later edits. It is the honest trade-off for a UI only computed field in Studio. One safety rule to close on, see that remove from view button at the bottom of the properties panel? That is V19's soft delete. It unpins the field from the current view, but the column and every value stored in it are untouched. If I want to actually drop the column and destroy the data, that operation is deliberately not in Studio's properties panel in V19. It lives in settings, technical, database structure, fields, dev mode only, which we will see in the next video. Two-tier safety by design, add fields freely, remove them from views casually, delete columns only when you know exactly what you are doing. Next video, we build a custom model so those referential lists can be shared across 3 apps and stay consistent.